Hi, Dustin N9DS here. I'm going to show you the KA6BFB Vintage Icom Interface. I'll be demonstrating it with an Icom IC-255 2-meter rig. First I'll show you it in action and then I'll explain why that's interesting. Here we're using Ham Radio Deluxe to control the rig. Notice as the numbers on the laptop screen change, the numbers on the display of the radio change accordingly. With Linux, I've used FLRig. Notice once again, as the numbers on the screen in the background change, the numbers on the display of the radio change accordingly. Here we're using an Arduino Uno. The sketch is crude, it only cycles through the 3 frequencies, but it's enough to show the interface working with an Arduino. Here we're using a PIC-AX chip, in this case a 14M2, which is located on the breadboard between the keyboard and the battery in the background. As with the Arduino, it just cycles through the set of frequencies, but it's enough for this demonstration. This is the IC-255 2-meter rig. It was produced in the late 70s and early 80s. It has a number of memory locations and memory programming capabilities, but the memory is volatile, which means when the power is removed, all the settings are lost. On the back is a 24-pin Molex connector, which is used to connect the computer to the radio. There's an article about how to interface the computer with the radio in the May 1981 QST. This is the KA6BFB interface board. It emulates an IC-7000, although with FLRig I found that it needed an IC-7200 instead. It's based around the custom chip which Dave programs. The board has pads for USB and RS-232 interface options with the computer. I opted to only populate the USB section and left the RS-232 section open. To connect to a TTL device such as an Arduino or a PIC-AX, I jumpered 2 pins on the RS-232 section of the circuit. Perhaps a future version of the board will have pads exposed to make that job a little easier. The interface board itself is a TTL, although some rigs such as the IC-255 are CMOS rigs, which requires a CMOS to TTL translation. That's the function of the daughter board, which you also see here. Thank you for watching.